Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today I'm gonna be showing you what I eat in a day. So you guys always ask me like, how many calories do you eat? What do you eat? And so I'm just gonna show you. We're gonna start off with coffee. I'm here in my makeup room. I just finished getting dressed because we are actually working. So I'm going to bring you along my day while I work. Yeah, I just finished doing obviously my makeup, and now let's go ahead, let's get started with our coffee, and I'm gonna show you how I make it. Oh my gosh, I'm looking like a straight hot mess. The crew getting work done.
Oh, there she goes. Hi, everybody.
Okay guys, so as you can see, they're already getting some work done. I'm gonna get started with my coffee. I'm gonna show you how I make it, super simple. If you have a drip coffee, then obviously that's what, you should use. But I recently wanted to try out the little Nespresso. I love it. Donnie likes drip, so he's thinking about buying his own. Anyway, let's get started. All right guys, so now we're gonna make our coffee. I'm just gonna fill the little water container. And I have my little pods here, so I love caramel cookie. That's probably my fave. Little cute mug. I grabbed this at Starbucks. You know what? I learned that whenever I see a super cute mug at Starbucks, I just have to grab it at that moment because you'll never see it again. So anyway, what I have in here, if you guys are interested in knowing, I have the vanilla custard pie. So this is the vanilla custard pie, and then the caramel cookie is my fave, which is the one that we're making now. You can see that, but it's like creamy, frothy deliciousness. No, I'm kidding. But it does have a creme, which is super, super delicious. And I'm gonna show you how I make it because it does come with a little Aerochino machine. Okay, so this is a little Aerochino machine, and it came with the coffee maker. So this actually froths your milk, and you can make it hot or cold. So like say you're making, what is it called? Like a cold foam, you can make it with this. So it's super simple. I just add some unsweetened almond milk. So I'm just gonna add, I don't know, about a quarter cup. And then a little splash of heavy cream. Now, if you want your coffee super creamy, then you would just do one more. But that should be enough for me. And now you just froth it. Let me show you. Okay, so you put the little lid on it, and the red is for hot, and then if you push it once more, it'll get cold. So this will froth, and it changes the texture. It makes it nice and creamy. So yeah, we'll wait for that, and then I'll show you, and then my little sweetener. And these here, I picked these up at Costco. So these are zero sugar. They are by Tirani, and they don't have artificial sweeteners. So I like them, but their other sugar-free version, of course, just has like a better taste because this has stevia, monk fruit, and erythritol. So, but at least it's natural. So you have to kind of weigh out your options. It's ready. So we're gonna do a little splash of vanilla. This is just vanilla. Didn't get very frothy. It's frothy enough. Okay, and now we just pour our milk. Perfect. And a little dash of cinnamon. Okay, and now it's ready. Mix, and let's do the taste test. Why is coffee so good? Perfect. So I start my morning off with a cup of coffee. I still consider it intermittent fasting because it's just unsweetened almond milk with a little splash of heavy cream. Now, I typically wouldn't add the French vanilla, but today it's a special day. So, because I'm here with you guys, so we added a little splash of sweetener. But now I'm gonna get a little bit of work done, and then I will catch you during lunch, and I'll show you what I'm having for lunch. Okay guys, so the team is gonna finish setting up. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna reply to a few of your YouTube comments and sip on my coffee, and then we're gonna get filming. So I will meet you in the kitchen when we're ready for lunch. All right guys, so we got a little bit of filming done, and now it's time for lunch. So we're gonna do an unwich. We're trying to keep it light because we are gonna have a nice, I wouldn't say heavy, but it's just gonna be nice and fatty and filling. So we're gonna go with an unwich. And here we have this is just like an organic head of lettuce. I picked it up at my local Ralph's earlier today, but I'm gonna show you how to make these because these are everything. Like they're super easy, super filling, fresh. They're gonna be, why can't I open this? They're gonna be super perfect for like summer. You know, when you're just like not trying to have hot food. Sorry. I'm not even knowing why this, oh, there's tape, like a big piece of tape. Okay, so let me show you how we do this. You want long, big pieces of lettuce because we're gonna roll it up like a burrito. And I was thinking, here. So even if you see, oh my gosh, look at how big this one is. This is gonna be perfect. But you layer them on top, right? You layer them. So even if there's little cuts and things like that, it's just gonna all come together. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a few more of these big pieces. Obviously like this, you know, we'll save it for something else. But the bigger pieces, and then we're just gonna quickly wash and dry. But just be careful because, you know, take your time when you peel them so you get the biggest pieces possible, like this. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, so now these are nice and washed, and now we're just gonna pat dry them really carefully so that they don't break. So now we need some parchment paper. We're gonna lay out the parchment. Perfect. And now we are going to layer our leaves. So let's put this. Okay. Okay, so here we have some pastrami, and you can make this hot or cold. I'm going with cold today, but we have some deli slices of pepperoni and deli sliced pastrami, okay? So we're gonna start layering that first. We're gonna put a big piece just like that. And you can add obviously as much or as little as you want. So we did pastrami, and now we layer our pepperoni. You can do pepperoni or not, you know, everything is optional. If you have ham, use ham. Now we have our cheese. So this is just some grass-fed cheese I found at the store this morning. Okay, and we're gonna add 2 pieces of cheese. And now your toppings. So I love pickles. Okay, and we're gonna add pickles for some crunch. Okay, so now we're gonna do some fresh avocado. Now our avocado. Now we're gonna cut some tomato slices. Okay, so now we add our tomato. So we're gonna do a little red onion. Sprinkle that on top. I love onion. Some black pepper. Salt, a little pinch of salt. A little mustard. Don't forget about the mayo. Okay, now we spread some of that on here. And then some sriracha. Okay, so now we're just gonna roll this up, and you can use your parchment to help, but we're gonna use that after. You're just gonna roll it up kind of like a burrito, and then you tuck in the sides. So, just like that. Roll, roll, roll. The parchment's kind of falling out, but okay. And then, oh, little avocado. Now we just roll it up with the parchment. So you just do over, the sides in. Boom, boom, boom. And then we just cut it in half. And you have an unwich. All right, guys, so our pastrami pepperoni sandwich is all done. Look at how beautiful. And now for the taste test. This is so delicious. Okay, so I love making unwiches because they're just super easy. I mean, like we usually always have lettuce in the fridge, and then you can throw literally anything into them. And if I were having like a heavy dinner, then this is like, today I'm having salmon, which is really fatty and delicious. So I'm having like something a little lighter. But if I were having a light dinner, then I'd have something like a little heavier for lunch. But I mean, you can literally throw anything in. I was even thinking like a tuna salad, egg salad. I mean, it would all work. So yeah, it's super delicious and I hope you guys make it because it's totally worth it. All right guys, so we just wrapped up. We finished a few cool videos for you, so stay tuned. Right now what I'm gonna do, I'm just serving myself some electrolytes because it's so hard for me to stay hydrated. Like sometimes I'll go the entire day without drinking water. So this way, I don't know if you guys have tried the Ultima, but I'm obsessed with it and I do have a discount code, which is Low Carb Love. I will link it down below. This is the pink lemonade, which is one of my favorites. And it just helps me drink water throughout the day because that's super, super important. Sometimes you snack and eat thinking that you're hungry, but you're actually really thirsty. So make sure you stay hydrated. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get started with dinner. We're starting a little early today for the sake of the video, but today we're just doing a little salmon. So it's gonna be super simple. It's like a one sheet or one pan meal. I'm gonna show you how simple it is to cook salmon. This is, I think, about a little over a pound. And I just got it at my local Ralph's. If you shop at Costco, you can get it there. But it's such a great keto option, like a great dinner option, because it's nice and fatty. And remember, like, fats are not the enemy, especially if you're doing a low carb diet, because fats are gonna keep you satiated and you're just gonna be feeling nice and full without having to like load up on a huge meal. So we're gonna get started with our salmon, and actually we're just going to season it really quickly. Okay, so now we're gonna prep our salmon. I'm just gonna do a little bit of some avocado oil just so that the seasonings will stay, stick on it. So we just put a little bit of avocado oil. And salmon is really fatty, so you don't actually have to do this, but I like to add it so that our salt and pepper. We're just gonna do a little pepper. This is obviously pepper to taste. Some salt. We're going to flip this little guy over. Okay, so I don't know why I wasn't using my pan when this is what we're gonna actually bake it in. So this is like a one pan meal. You just do everything on your pan. Really quickly, before I toss it, we're just going to add a little bit of avocado oil on the skin. And I like to season the skin because I like to eat it. If you don't like to eat it, then it's fine. You just take it off, but I do. So we add some salt and let's flip it over. Okay, so that is all for our salmon. As you can see, it's just salt and pepper, very basic. And now we have our veggies. So I have broccolini that I washed here. So you can actually just toss your broccolini all around like so. Okay, and now we're also going to add a little avocado oil. So I'm gonna do that. You can actually toss it, in a bowl if you'd like. But if you're trying to not get dishes dirty, anything like that, then you can just do a light toss in here, okay? Okay, so typically we would just do salt and pepper, and I use real salt, which is unrefined salt. It's actually healthy for you. We're gonna do a little light pepper. And I found this at my local Costco, which is just some truffle, truffle Parmesan black garlic seasoning. So I wanna try it. And I'm just going to sprinkle that on top of our broccolini. So I hope it turns out. I already tried it. It's actually pretty good. It smells like truffle. I haven't used it on anything yet, so fingers crossed that it doesn't ruin my veggies, because this is dinner. We're actually gonna broil this. So we're gonna put it into the oven, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like after 10 minutes. Let me know if you guys prefer to bake versus broil. Broil, I feel like it's gonna leave you with somewhat of like a medium rare salmon. So you can of course just bake it or broil it for a tiny bit longer, but we're gonna do 10 minutes and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So I just cut a few lemon slices and we're gonna place it right over our salmon. Okay, so now we're just gonna put it in. It is on broil and we will check it in 10 minutes. Whoa, look at this. I love my broccolini like this. And you can do obviously roasted veggies, but this is gonna be perfection. Wait till I cut in. All right, guys, so we just pulled this off the broiler, exactly 10 minutes. And we're gonna see how this turned out. Obviously, this is dinner, but this is like butter, okay? I don't know if you could even see that, but let me see. Can you see that? I mean, this is like super soft, super moist. So I know a lot of you might not like cooking at home, or you think it's so expensive, but because I've heard it, right? Oh, keto is so expensive, like everything's so expensive. And to be honest with you, the truth is that you can actually save a lot of money by cooking at home. Like, even just take, for instance, this salmon. I bought it this morning. I told you guys I went to the store. I paid $8 for it. And then the broccolini was about $2.39 at Trader Joe's. And of course, I use my own like avocado oil, salt, things like that. But $10 for this meal, this is over a pound of salmon. So, you know, when you go out to eat at a restaurant, they give you about 6 ounces of salmon with some veggies, and then they try to charge you over $20 for the plate. So, you know, and then fast food, let's not even talk about fast food. When you go get, you know, like a protein style or a salad, or you go through a drive-through, I mean, you're gonna spend more than $10 on a meal. So not only that, but of course it's processed food. And cooking at home, you know exactly what you're eating. It's healthy. You cook for your whole family instead of just feeding yourself, and it's delicious. So this here, we have, hi Nathy. We have our salmon, we have our broccolini, and if you don't like broccolini, again, you can do like one of the little mixed bags. You can also do green beans, you can do carrots, and yes, you can have carrots on keto. I mean, you're not gonna sit down and have a whole bag, but you can put it into your veggies and it's just fine. So let me comment down below and let me know which questions you have about certain foods, veggies, you know, like, can we eat this? How much should we be eating? Because then I can make... Okay, so obviously there is some construction going on, but let's go ahead and do a taste test before they don't let us film. And I can't like sit down and eat because this is for dinner, but I want to do a taste test. Okay. I got this at Costco for like $10. I was being really cheap and I didn't want to pay the 10 bucks, but if you like truffle, this is really good. But if not, salt, pepper, you know, some garlic, you know, whatever you typically use, you can totally use it. The point here is that we were able to cook this in 10 minutes from start to finish. Obviously just put the salt and pepper on everything. Boom, oven, broil 10 minutes, and you have like a medium, like, it's not medium rare. I want you guys to see it so you can see that it's not raw or like rare inside, you know? It's like perfect. You know when you go to a restaurant and it's like butter? Look, it's like nice and flaky. You see that? Not dry at all, super moist, and it's not rare, okay? So don't think like, oh my God, that's not enough time. Remember, when you're broiling it, you're cooking at like over 400 degrees, so it's done like this. And then the veggies, this is how I personally like them. If you don't, then of course, you kind of just adjust to your liking, you know? Take it out a little bit sooner. You could maybe even cook your veggies on the side. I just like doing a one pan because you already know me. The easier, the better. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. This is basically what I eat in a day. I start off with my coffee. I get a little work done. If it's a film day like it was today, then I'm just focused on work. Little stop to do a lunch. And I usually do like a light lunch because I like a heavier dinner. And then a dinner. And I try to keep it pretty, you know, like higher in fats, just so that I'm nice and full and satiated and I don't get hungry and want to snack at night, because I am definitely one of those people that loves to have like a little snack at night, which is obviously not a problem, but I prefer to have a good meal that's nutritious and that's gonna keep me really satisfied versus having something that's gonna keep me hungry and then I keep snacking throughout the day, because that will add up. But yeah, if I end up having a little dessert, then of course I will show you and let you know. But I think after something like this, I'm gonna be nice and full, and then you know, I'll close off my window until tomorrow. Guys, thank you for joining me on this video today. Comment down below if you have any ideas of what else you would like to see. And make sure you're subscribed and you have the post notifications turned on so you don't miss any of my future videos. And if you still want a little more of me, make sure you're following me on Instagram and on TikTok. And I also have my blog now, which is lowcarblove.com, where you can get all my recipes. They're printable, so you can now print my recipes. Yay! But I love you so much. Thanks for being here with me, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah!